Good morning and welcome to Forest Rocks Qigong Live Online today. This is the advanced class, and we're following on from last week. We talked about what happens between when your hand doesn't move from when it's stationary to when it starts moving. What happens just prior to it start moving? There's something that happens to it, and it's a really important aspect of anything we do in movement. Is that when we send a message, and I had a few people message me and talk to me about their theories about this, so it was interesting. When we send a message to our hand, I send a message to my hand and I say to my hand, I want you to move across that way. I send the message and then it starts moving across that way because my hand's very obedient. Well, something happens before it starts moving. There's something happens to the hand and then it starts moving. So when I talk about the gap, the first thing that happens after I send it the message, it does something. And this is what I was talking about before. And this is the piece, the key to the whole thing to understand movement and to understand energy in the body is what happens in this place. And it's so important, yeah? And so think of, first of all, we know that once we give the idea of the body's going to move, and it said to my hand, move hand, and it moves. And then we watch it move. So then there's a muscular involvement with that. And we also know there must be an energy involvement with that as well, because the energy in the muscles are all symbolic of movement itself. So we know there's an energy aspect of the arm moving. There's a physicality or the physical aspect of the ligaments, tendons moving. But something happens right at the start before all of that's engaged. Now in Qigong, of course, we breathe as well. So we take a breath in and we breathe out and move. Well, when we breathe out, that initiates the movement. So the breath happens first, we start breathing, then the hand moves. But it's before we start breathing. It's the piece right before that again. There's another piece. It's a really, really simple piece, and it's not easy to work out because it happens in a millionth of a second. That's why if you go really slow, you get to see it a little bit easier. And what it is you actually have to relax. You've got to let go because the arm can't move unless you do that. So I'll explain what I mean by that. If my hand's sitting there, to hold my arm like that, I've got all the structural parts of my arms and ligaments and sinews and tendons and muscles holding it up. Something's got to hold it there. Something's holding it up. So initial thought of it is a muscular thing holding it up. So that's holding it in structure. But to get it to move, I've actually got to relax from that posture so I can actually move it. Otherwise, if I don't relax, I won't move. It'll just stay exactly where it is. I've actually got to let the muscles and sinews relax so then I can move. Yeah. What happens is when you relax the structure, the sinews, muscles, and tendons that are holding it, as soon as you relax, the energy starts moving it by itself because you've already sent a message into the body for it to move. The energy moves first, and then the muscles quickly grab hold of the energy and guide how fast the energy is going to be released. Otherwise, if I just don't engage the muscles, I say move, it's just going to go across really fast. Yep. So this is actually happening in a millionth of a second as we have to relax. We're going to do a couple of exercises to show you what I mean about that, to make it a bit more obvious about the relaxation before you can move, otherwise you can't move. Yep. And it's the sequence of that. And you think about the philosophical understanding of that is if you want to do anything in life, you have to move first. You have to relax before you move. Because if you don't relax, you're just going to stay exactly the same place where you are. If you don't change, if you don't relax, you stay exactly where you are. And so the relaxation is such a symbolic understanding of anything we do. We need to let go of what we were doing so we can do something else. So I'm going to do a couple of exercises to emphasize that so you can understand the principle a bit better so you can feel it. So we're going to do a really simple one. We're going to do it. We've done this before, but I'm just going back to this. I'm going to get you to rotate. You rotate from your hips and pull your hips around. I'll put it into an exercise in a second, but I'll just show you the fundamental part of it. So rotate your hips to there. So if I do that, so when I do that, I rotate my hips. When I rotate my hips, you see my knees rotate as well. My ankles turn around to the side. My knees rotate. My hips rotate. And when you do that, all the sinews and ligaments in my knees and ankles and my hips are actually stretching because as I turn, they all stretch. So I'm stretching them out as I turn so that I can hit, otherwise they'll stay here. I stretch them out to turn, and when I come back to the front, they go back into their normal state, like a default setting. We've created this default setting where we stand, and we can stand motionless, but we're not motionless because something's holding you up. All the ligaments are aligned, the tendons are aligned, the muscles have got structure in them, and they're actually fixed there to stop you moving. Otherwise, you just start swaying again, you start moving by itself. So we actually have this mechanism where we can actually stop and hold ourselves into this posture. Of course, in Qigong, we want to hold ourselves in this posture as relaxed as we can, and we don't want to be stiff. You don't want to stand in posture like that. You want to be able to relax, but still hold posture so you don't fall in a little puddle on the ground. So we still have this, but we have it in a relaxed manner. So now we're doing the same idea. Now we're tuning our body, we're rotating, pulling our hips around. And by doing that, we've loaded up the body. We've loaded up the tension in the ligaments and tendons. Now the ligaments and tendons have elasticity, so they're like rubber bands. So we're stretching them. So as we turn around, we're stretching them. And if we go around to the side, if you stand here like this with me, your feet are facing the front, turn around to the side with your hips, you can feel the pull on the ligaments and tendons. You can feel them stretching. Yep. So all you have to do is to get back to the front. Normally what we do is we just come back to the front. We choose to do that. But what we do is you have to let go this posture first, because I'm holding myself here. I relax and it comes back by itself. Yeah, I'll do that. We'll do that again. Come right around to the side. Feel the stretch, feel the ligament tendons holding, and just let go. And then it'll come back by itself. Now, you might not be able to first initially feel this. Go to the other side, turn. But you will be able to feel the stretch. You'll feel the stretch in the ligaments and tendons in your knees, right through the knees, both sides of your knees. Medial side, lateral side, you'll feel it all through your hips. Through your hip flexors, you'll feel the whole thing moving. Now you're stopped and you're holding it here. You're actually holding it on purpose. So all you have to do is relax the hold and it just comes back to the center and it goes back to the default center, which is facing the front. Because that's what we normally do. We don't usually stand facing the side. So go around the other side and just let go. And you see all yourself come back. So we're going to do this a couple of times so you get the idea what this feels like. Go around to the side and relax, let go. It comes back to the front, and notice when it comes back to the front, it rocks from side to side. It's like a pendulum of a clock. As a pendulum, let the pendulum, if you take the power out of the pendulum, it just slowly slows down, and then it just stops swinging altogether, and then it just stops. Yep, well, it's the same thing. We're coming right around. As we come back and relax, the body's going to flex itself side to side, and then it's going to slowly come back to a stationary place. Yep, so we go around to the side. Feel the stretch, feel the torsion, and just let it go. All you have to do is relax. Now, to make it easy for you, breathe out to relax. Yeah? So breathe in when you come around. As you breathe out, relax. There you go. Do that again. Breathe in. Relax. Good. Go around the side. Breathe in. Hold. And just let go. Relax. And you'll get a glimpse of that. Hopefully you get a glimpse of that. But that's what happens. And so you feel the body just lets go and then the body just moves by itself. So if I do anything with it, if I bring the arm up, well, I've got to be careful if I do the arm. If I do the arm lift it up and relax, of course, gravity is going to take hold of it anyway, so it's going to pull it down anyway. But if we do a different one where we turn the side, if we turn rotate our elbow, our shoulder round, so we turn it round, and you can feel all the stretching and all the ligaments and all the muscle, you can feel them stretching. And if we just relax, it just comes back by itself. Turn it round, let go, and it comes back by itself. And it whips back because the tension on the ligament and tendon is quite strong. Relax. Yeah, turn, relax. Yeah, and that happens both sides. Turn the hand around, let go. It automatically wants to come back. But to do that, to make it move, you actually got to let go. So the same thing happens if I bring my arm up. And I bring my arm to the side and I stop. To move from there, I have to relax. Otherwise, it's not going to move. As soon as I relax, the arm starts coming forward. Yep. And of course, because we've turned our hips to load this hand up. Now the hips are already turned around here, so that's loaded up. The hand's not going to move. All I do is let the hips go and the hand comes back right by itself. I'm not even doing that. The hand comes back because the hips are coming back. And so now all of a sudden I'm not moving my arm anymore. I'm just letting my hips relax. Yep. The exercise we're going to do is called Turn and Gaze at the Moon. It's from the Taiji Qigong system. And it's a rotation exercise because it's the easiest way to do it. We'll do this one first so you get the idea of this. So we're going to turn to the right side first. And we're going to turn from your hips and bring your hands up. It's like looking through your hands as though you're looking through your hands at the moon. Yeah, so you're looking high in the sky and looking to the back. Now, when you stand in this posture, you can feel your ankles rotated. You can feel your knees rotated, your hips rotated, spine rotated, neck rotated. You can feel everything rotated. And just relax. And your hands come down, but come back to the front. Then turn up to the side. Now you feel everything rotating, twisting as we go up. And then relax. And it comes back by itself. So all we're doing is the first part of the exercise, is we're loading our body up. The second part happens as we unravel ourselves. Relax. And do it on the out breath. Breathe in as you come up. Feel the stretch. Relax, breathe out. So we're doing two parts because we're using gravity, of course, to bring our arms down as well. So we're using the energy of gravity and the relax all to make the body move. And breathe out. Gravity pulls the arms down, the body rotates and swings up the other side, and the arms come all the way back up the other side by themselves. And relax. Breathing in. And let go, relax. Breathe in. Breathe out, relax. Good, we'll do one more each side so you can feel that. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing out. Perfect. So you'll see when you let go, when you turn right around, you hold it and you can feel all the tension and all the ligaments, tendons, they're all wound up like wringing a sponge or wringing a towel. You wring it around and then let it go and it unwinds itself. But this is like rubber bands. You're wringing the bungee cord right around and then let the bungee cord go and it undoes itself. And it actually happens quite quickly. So you'll see what happens the more you relax when you get to this position and you feel the more you relax, the takeoff for when you let go goes quite quickly. It'll come down and it'll just let go. It comes up, let go, and it comes back quite fast. Initially, just like poof. It'd be like having two rubber bands between two trees, two big rubber bands, and you sticking with the rubber band with the back, and you pulling yourself backward against the trees and with the rubber band, and you sit there, and you wait, and you can feel all this pressure on yourself, and all you have to do is just lean forward, and then go, and just let it pull you. And it's that initial, when you get to a certain place where you can't stop it, it's going to go really fast, isn't it? Well, it's exactly the same principle. You're going to get this piece where all of a sudden you let relax, and it wants to turn quickly. So what happens in that time when the energy moves? The energy moves first. As soon as you let go, the energy moves. And then the muscles control how fast that energy is delivered. It rides the energy wave. So otherwise, if you say lift your arm up, you go like that. Put it down, we go like that. But it doesn't do that. So it rides the muscles, ride the arm up energetically. And then when I say to the arm, pull the arm down, gravity's going to pull it down anyway. And then I ride the gravity down with my muscles. Otherwise, if I don't ride down with muscles, it just looks like that. It's just going to fall out of the sky. Yeah? That's just if I let go. But if I don't let go and I let the muscles ride it down, then I'm still using the energy of gravity, but I'm riding the energy wave. So I'm not doing that. I'm just driving the wave. So the same thing happens when we pull our arms up. We pull our arms up. Our arms float up to the top. And then relax. They come back down the center. Good. So we're going to use this exercise. This is from the 6 Alien Sounds. It's for the Jiao. And so we're going to turn your hands around, palms up, and relax, and then breathe in. And as you relax, you breathe in. And as you breathe in, the arms float. The body inflates right to the top. And then we stop, and we relax, and the arms come down the front. And they just float down, and we're riding them down. Remember, we're not just lobbing them. We're going to ride them on the way up. Take a breath in. And then breathe out, let them come down, relax. That's it, perfect, that's the one. Now I've got to relax on the in-breath and the out-breath. Now as we breathe, we're going to do the same thing, and I'm going to exaggerate what it looks like. And then relax, breathe in. And it's the sudden way of, And as the body inflates, there's a sudden, as it opens the lungs and the body starts expanding energetically, and our body expands energetically, then we get the inflation thing. It's like the lungs inflating, but their whole body's inflating because we're breathing energy through the whole body. Breathe in. And we just keep it breathing in. Ride the wave as the body keeps inflating, keeps inflating, keeps inflating. And then relax. Breathe out. Yeah. Then relax at the bottom, breathe in. And then relax at the top, breathe out. So relax first and then we breathe. Relax, breathe in. And then relax, breathe out. And you feel like the body almost collapses when you breathe out. But I feel the same as when you're breathing in, you feel that inflation happen. Breathing in. The body keeps expanding, and as it expands, the hands just rise by themselves. I inflate, the whole body's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you feel the collapse as it comes down. I'm exaggerating that so you can see it. So this idea of the good. So we've taken one step back from that, and that is we put our hands on our lower dantian, our lower tummy. So when we breathe out, in theory, if you're doing abdominal breathing, you pull your tummy in, and when you pull your tummy in, it pushes your diaphragm up. You push it in, diaphragm goes up, and when the diaphragm goes up, of course, I use the term squashes your lungs. It doesn't quite do that, but it constricts your lungs, or it brings the bottom up to your lungs, so then it pushes the air out of your lungs. Yeah, the rib cage contracts, the diaphragm comes up, and all of that like squeezes your lungs so that carbon dioxide can come out. But as soon as you relax, then the lungs going to expand and the diaphragm's going to go down. So try that. Push your tummy in and breathe out. Push your tummy out. All you have to do is let go of the tummy. And all I do is I let go of the tummy just by relaxing the muscles. As soon as I do that, the diaphragm instantly just drops, and then the lungs expand instantly at the same time. So the out breath I'm doing, so I do the out breath with the tummy. But the in breath I'm not doing, I'm just doing it by letting go of the tummy. I'll let it go and make it loud so you can hear it. Yeah? Let the tummy relax. Breathe in. And the in-breath happens by itself. As it breathes in, you push it down, squash it, let go, relax. Push it in, relax, breathe in. So that's what's happening, and that's happening in that split second, but both of them let goes. Let go to breathe out. Let go to breathe in. Relax to breathe out. Relax to breathe in. So relax happens both ends. It has to. Relax. Relax. So relax to let the tummy muscles relax. Push the tummy in, relax. Relax the tummy, breathe in. Good. So if we do this exercise, take that back to that exercise and relax, breathe in. You're relaxing my tummy. If I pull my tummy in, good. And let your tummy relax, breathe in. The arms come up. Good. Then bring your hands down, relax. And you feel your tummy going in, your tummy's going in, your diaphragm's going up, squashing your lungs, and you're doing that on the way down. But gravity's pulling your arms down at the same time. The tummy's pulled right in, pull your tummy right in, relax your tummy. And relax at the top. Relax at the bottom. Good. Float up. Relax at the top, come down. Relax at the bottom. Pull your tummy in, relax down the bottom. Relax your tummy, and then relax your tummy, breathe in. When your tummy inflates and the whole body inflates, the lungs inflate and the arms just float up by themselves. Good. Bring the hands down, relax. As you relax, pull the tummy in. Relax the tummy, breathe in. And the top, you're going to relax the posture, and gravity is going to pull you down. And just let go, relax. And then gravity will pull your arms back down again. There you go. So we're not doing a lot of that exercise. A lot of the exercise is happening from an energetic force outside of ourselves. So we're using gravity to pull our arm. We're letting go to gravity. If we let him go, it's just going to flop like that. But we're not doing that. We're riding the gravitational pull down, and we're riding the energy of the wave. So we're using the gravity energy. We're not using that. We're not pulling my arms down and using muscles to do that. I'm just using muscles to control the gravity as it pulls it down. And then as we breathe in, we're using the inflation of the whole body as it inflates. Inflation. So the whole body's breathing in and out. Yep. So that's it. So the key to that, of course, is the relax. I think we've got to go back to that place, the most important thing. Mind to the arm. Arm, I want you to move. The arm relaxes and then it moves. And as soon as you relax, the energy moves first because you told the energy to move. So the energy will move first. Then the muscles grab hold of it. And then they guide the speed of the energy. That's very good. Next level. Your muscles don't guide the energy at all. The energy guides the energy. And this is what you learn in Qigong from practice, is when you bring your hand up and you relax, so move the arm. The energy moves the arm, but the energy guides the arm. There's no muscles involved at all. It's completely empty. The muscles aren't moving your arm, the energy is. So you're using your own energy to control your energy instead of using your muscles. We're normally taught, we're not normally even taught that we use energy to move. How do you move your arm? You use muscles, pull your arm up and down. No, the energy does that. The muscles control how fast the energy is released. But this is a different thing again. This is Qigong where the actual energy rides the energy. And now the arms are moving from the energy, and it's not a physical thing. There's no muscles engaged. The arm's completely empty, and it's just energy moving energy. Yep. And that's what happens. It's just a practice thing. There's no trick to this. This is just something that happens when you do Qigong a long time. If you do Tai Chi, the same thing. The body just moves and the energy. You get to watch your body moving. Now, if anybody's done Qigong before, you'll have had this experience where you're sitting there and you bring your arms up and your arms start moving up by themselves and you're not doing that. It's exactly the same principle. The energy is moving it without you controlling with your muscles. And they will just float. They'll float by themselves, but it doesn't necessarily happen day one. You need to practice that. To practice letting go, by the way. That's what it is. Let go, relax, and then the body will move by itself. And then, of course, which is great. And so somebody asked me the other day about this. I thought it was fascinating. I said, yeah, that's great because you learn how to move energy, moves energy in your body, and the body's completely relaxed. There's no stress. There's no tension. The whole body's just empty. And the body's just moving because I'm sending energy through the body to move the arms. That's great. The only problem is the muscles aren't being worked. The ligaments aren't being engaged. The fascia's not being engaged. The sinew's not being engaged. They're moving completely void of any energetic path in them. They're actually just relaxed. And you're using energy to move the body, which is great for the energy. So then you have to do something to activate your ligaments and tendons. Otherwise, they're going to get really old and lazy and they'll just lose all their power and all their flexibility. So you still have to do exercise where you engage your muscles, ligaments, tendons, fascia. And that's why my particular choice is I go to the gym and do that. And I weight load. And I have to consciously think of loading my muscles up and not do it energetically. And so I'm doing the physicality part of my body and all the stretches and all the things I do, I'm using sinews. But when I'm doing Qigong, I switch all that muscles and ligaments, tendons off, and then I just switch the energy on. And I just want the energy to train the energy to move around my body freely and smoothly with no blockages. Very different thing. So we have to do both. So that's fantastic anyway. I enjoy going to the gym and working all my muscles and ligaments and tendons and doing things and pulling them up and down. Feels great. And then after the gym, after you finish the exercise, just relax again. I notice in the gym sometimes a lot of the people they're some big dudes in the gym, but they're stiff. There's no flexibility. There's no emptiness. They're just stiff because there's muscles because they've never learned how to relax. They never learned how to let go because the idea that you're going to get stronger and stronger. But my idea is you get stronger muscles, but you also have to be able to let go and relax. Do both. Have the flexibility, but have the power as well. Have both. And you can, of course. It's just a training. Anyway, that's enough of that. So remember, relax. All you have to do to move is relax. The next time you're sitting, I'm sitting here, standing on a position like this. and I want to move, I actually have to relax first so then I can move. Otherwise, I can't move. It's impossible. You've got to let the structure go. And you let go, and the energy moves you, and then you ride it. Or if you get really good, you relax. The energy moves, and you just keep the energy moving, and you don't have to do anything at all. I hope it's that inspiring anyway for people who haven't done Qigong before. Enjoy this. One of the joys that comes with Qigong and Tai Chi, get it through Tai Chi as well, when the body moves and you're not doing it, and you're watching your own body moving. It's the freakiest thing that you ever do when the first time you go, oh my God, I'm not moving my arm. I'm not doing that. Something's moving my arm. And that's really freaky, whatever's doing that. And when it happens to you the first time, you'll understand exactly what I just said then. It's not a physical thing anymore. It's very exciting. Have a beautiful day, eh? Beautiful week. Hopefully that's useful. Relax. Bring your left hand underneath right hand on top, 2 thumbs together. And go. Let your arms relax. Relax. Go. Bring towards your heart. And then down to your physical center. Perfect. And then step back, bow to everybody that's doing the class, and people are going to do this class in the future. Hope you enjoy that. And yeah, just stay with you. Imagine if your body you can stay relaxed with all that tension out of your body, how much different life is. So I can't encourage you enough to try that. Bye-bye.